Please welcome speaker number 3, James Nason, with a speech entitled Confessions of a Trainee Parent. Confessions of a Trainee Parent, James Nason.
Contest Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Being a father can't be too hard, can it? I guess that's what I always thought, right up until the moment I held my new baby son Tom for the very first time. And I suddenly realised I didn't have a clue what to do. As I stood there in that hospital, I can distinctly remember thinking, you know, right at this point, I'm still a perfect father. I haven't yet made any mistakes that could fundamentally damage Tom as he grows up. And I remember thinking, if only I could fast forward into the future and see the mistakes that I would surely make as a parent. And if I could know what those mistakes are now, then maybe I could stop them from happening. So here I am, 12 years later. What do I now know about being a dad that I wish I could pass back in time to that anxious new father standing there nervously in that hospital all those years ago? Just before I answer that, a question to the other fathers out there. You know that look your wife gives you when she's really, really happy with you? No, neither do I. I was telling my wife Nikki that I was going to talk about some of the mistakes I've made as a parent. Then I kind of joked and said, should be a short speech. I haven't made too many. Nick's reaction was something like this. For the next 20 minutes, I was bombarded with story after story of how my spectacular parenting abilities had almost led to catastrophic results for our children. There was that holiday on a houseboat when Tom was small and still crawling in nappies. A mate was staying with us, so we gave Nikki the afternoon off from looking after Tom. Nikki arrived home late that afternoon to find my mate and myself kicking back on the couch, beers in one hand, fishing rods out the window of the houseboat in the other, footy on TV. Life was pretty good. Where's Tom? Here's Tom crawling around on the floor below us, crawling through sinkers, fish hooks, live bait. Father of the year. Another time babysitting Chloe when Nikki was away. Nikki comes home, walks into my office, asks, when did it snow inside the lounge room? I walk out into the lounge room to find Chloe. Everything covered in white. The television, the couch, and looking like a tiny little snowman right in the middle of the room. Here's Chloe and our very empty container of baby powder in her hand. Yet another time, looking after the kids while Nikki was away. You may be noticing a trend here. Thomas and I were lying in my bed watching Thomas the Tank Engine videos on YouTube. And you know when you watch a YouTube video, when you finish watching one video, it suggests others that you might like to watch. And if you keep clicking on those suggested videos, it isn't long before the subject you end up watching can be a long, long way from the subject you started watching. I must have fallen asleep because I remember being suddenly jolted awake in the darkness to the sound of heavy metal music ringing in my ears. And the sight of this little face lit up in the darkness by the blue glow of the screen. An unmistakably disturbed and shocked expression. And that's when I did get a vision of the future, a vision of Tom as an adult lying on a psychiatrist's couch. Saying it all started to go wrong when Dad let me watch those videos on YouTube when I was little. Nikki also rattled off many other stories, but suffice to say, I don't think I'll be nominating for Father of the Year anytime soon. But I am very proud to say that the kids have survived, and thanks largely to having a great mother. Tom and Chloe are growing up to be great kids. And like any dad, I love them to death. You know, times are changing, they're growing up. This year alone, I think Tom's grown from here to here. I'm not getting quite as many hugs as I used to. I find those ones I am getting, I'm holding on to just a few seconds longer, just in case there aren't any more to come. So, the big question, what have I learned in 12 years of being a father? What do I know now that I wish I could pass back in time to ease the fears of that anxious father standing in that hospital all those years ago? Or indeed to any new parent about to have children and wondering what lies ahead. First to the dads, I'd just say this. Be careful about telling your wife too much about what went wrong when she wasn't there. It will be brought back and it will be used against you. But seriously, I think the message would simply be this. Don't overthink it and don't overcomplicate it. 95% of being a parent, in my experience, is simply showing up. Be there for your kids, spend time with them, listen to them, talk to them, try to teach them right from wrong. And above all else, just love them with everything you've got. I really don't think there's much more a parent can actually do. Now, the other day, Tom asked me what I was going to be speaking about next. I said, well, actually, mate, I'm going to be talking about some of the mistakes I've made as a father. Do you know what he said? Should be a short speech, Dad. And as he was walking that way, I was going this way. So, being a father, certainly not the easiest job in the world. But don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it, just keep showing up. And even better than being a father, you'll be a dad. Contest chair.